Hello once again. Well, once again, you probably never really watched this. I'm the only person who's watched this on a regular basis, I expect. You've just sort of like tuned in because you haven't got nothing better to do, so you've been fiddling about on, well, yeah, on the blog and all that. And you pressed the next blog button and I came up, so hello. Well, right, I'm going to tell you what I did on the 29th and the 30th of July 2012. You're quite a lucky person because usually I would just do one day at a time. But because both days are particularly boring, I thought I'd just do them in one go. Monday, I just got up and thought, so I stayed in. I didn't go anywhere. I just had something to eat indoors and stayed in. In the evening, I went out to Waterlooville to a pub that sells a type of cider for £1 less, Strongbow, but they never had no Strongbow. And so since they had, I had some Strongbow in the fridge, I decided to cut my losses and go home. So basically I spent all day in a flat. If I did stay there, I wouldn't have seen what I saw. There's a woman around here called Velma, who everyone calls Catwoman. She's a bit mad, really. She's got problems, put it that way. Anyway, walking down the street, she was walking down the street shouting at a bunch of kids, or teenage boys, and she's got the nickname Catwoman, and it's all going down there going meow, meow, meow to her, winding her up even more. And Harry came out, who's one of her friends. And then he shouted to one of the boys, "Is your mum doing any half price offers this week?" The boy sort of like looked at him and said, "Well, from what I could hear, I mean, I was looking at this from my window. What the fuck do you mean?" And he said, "Well, is she doing a blowjob for £20 or something this week?" He instantly leapt off his bike, because they was all on bikes. He instantly got off his bike and started fighting with him. And a policeman appeared on a bike. He suddenly got off and he said to another one of them, "What's this? Please, stop, no, stop." And then, the boy said nothing, and then he said, "It's what your neighbour says when they call us, that they can hear it's going on in your fucking flat, because you ain't bloody well man enough to stand up to your dad, but you'll stand up to you'll pick on some vulnerable old woman, won't you?" That wound him up. And after a bit of a tussle, the policeman dragged him off Harry. I think he said that afterwards, because these men seem to think boys seem to think they should be arresting him for doing it, but he wasn't going to arrest him because, I think they know that Velma gets picked on all the time. That was that, not for Monday. Tuesday was pretty much, I went out, I had something to drink, I bought a game on my computer, online game. It's another card matching. Well, this time you take cards of the same value off to try and get these gold cards. Pretty brain numbing stuff, but it passes the time. I bought it mainly because I had quite a bit of money left because I never went out the night before. And I wrote another message to my friend on YouTube. He's not a friend of whoever they are. They hate my guts. And I tried to go onto my email account on Google, and I couldn't get on there. It had this thing on it saying that they had new terms and thingies, and I went on there and I looked at them, and then I went back on the thing and I pressed I accept, but the screen just kept coming up again, and it didn't really matter what I did. But what pisses me off about computers is it's like Apple. Every now and then I'll go on Apple to download a song. They've changed their terms of agreement, and they've got this great big list page, and it's really long, and you have to scroll down it very slowly, because obviously they think you're going to read all this. Then at the bottom it says, I do agree, I don't agree. Now if you press I don't agree, they're just basically their website site is just basically going to tell you to sod off. But if you press I do agree, then that's it. So why bother having I do agree? Sorry, that's my phone. It's probably a salesperson, so I'm not going to answer it. Why do they have a thing saying I don't agree? Because you're not going to put I don't agree, are you? You're going to put I do agree. It's like these bloody sites that you're not supposed to go into unless you're over 18. And it says you cannot go on this website unless you're over 18. And there's a box that says I am over 18. And then there's another one that says I am not over 18. To be quite honest, what box are you going to press on if you're a 14 or 13-year-old? Nobody knows that you're not over 18, do they? It's like me going into my bloody video rental place, well, the local one, not mine, and picking up a video, this is when I was about 13, picking up a video called something like Confessions of a Sex Kitten, just going over to the counter and the woman saying, are you over 18? And me saying yes, and that's the end of it. And obviously I'm not over 18 because I look and sound like a bloody 13-year-old. The other one that annoys me is every time you register to go on a new website, to become a member of a new website so you can go on a forum, you always get this bloody writing, squiggly writing that you've got to copy down. Squiggly writing that's in a box that you've got to copy down. And that makes no sense to me neither. Why? Hey, it's something to do with security, but why is it security? How does it help? But anyway, both nights finished with me drinking and watching Prison Cell Block H. So that was it really. So oh yeah, I played with Sandra both days. So apart from that, it's all pretty boring.